looky here. You know, I considered not even doing a whiteboard tonight. I wasn't sure, and it wasn't because of the amount of songs. It just didn't really feel like a Phish show, you know? It just felt like just a bunch of songs played one after another. It was just kind of clunky. Nothing was smooth. I mean, the word effortless certainly does not come to mind. I mean, and it started out bad with Golgi. Yikes. And then, you know, sampling a jar, it was just like, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but it just like, it was a really rough start. And like sampling a jar, maybe Trey didn't know how to end it, so they go into a really cool jam, actually. I feel like we haven't had a jammed out sampling a jar probably since the Baker's Dozen on Jam Filled Night. I believe we got one there. And then I was like, okay, maybe we're getting back on track here, man. We're going to rock out with like a proper opener with My Soul. Gumbo had a nice little jam to it, a little bit repetitive, like happens at least once a night, it seems like, throughout the jam segment. But then it just got a little weird again, into Solid again. I don't think that didn't feel very smooth. The Timber Jam started to get a little something going, and then the most fishy part of the night, Meet Lawn Boy, my friend. I just got a real kick out of saying that over and over again. I was vaping it up. Meet Lawn Boy, my friend. That was just like the most fishy thing going on, you know. And I haven't, as you notice, I haven't really busted out the Sharpie yet here. But I guess, you know, the Gumbo Jam had its moments there. And like I said, it didn't really feel like a Phish show. You know, it was like a stand-up comedian that didn't have an act. Like, sure, there were some good jokes in there, and you got some laughs. Gumbo would have been one of them. Timber would have been another one of them. I enjoy Mike's Meat, even though it's not Mike's Meat. It seems like Mike's Meat. This is like a bass song, right? In fact, I had a bit of a coworker sit-in during the part of the Timber and the Meat and Lawn Boy, and he's like, is this like a bass player song? Yeah, it kind of is, my man. So then my friend Gula Papyrus, Brian, and then Walk Away, man. I don't know, man. I'm not buying it. I think Walk Away is reserved for when they just knock it out of the park, man. It's like mic drop. That's Walk Away. This did not feel like a Walk Away set to me at all. I don't know, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you were there and you got down and it was amazing. It's very possible that I'm wrong, you know. I don't know. It's fucking hot as hell here like it is everywhere. Maybe it's just finally gotten to me, but it just feels like from the rough start all the way through, just not a lot of stuff going on there. And then over here, it's like, all right, Mr. Completely. I don't know how people feel about Mr. Completely, but I feel like it will springboard some really great sets. They kind of get through it quickly. It doesn't go too deep, but that's all right. You know, then YEM following that up, and this was most likely the highlight of the night. They did the thing where YEM, pretty smooth, pretty getting through that. Like it was, you know, nothing extraordinary there in the YEM. But then we get the vocal jam. And like they did recently, I believe for the first time ever, they used the vocal jam to kind of take them into a jam. They used that to kind of bounce off of. And it worked good again. Probably the nice, smoothest jam of the night there, out of the vocal jam and YEM. Then we got Fago. I did pick some songs. I believe Fago was the only song I picked right tonight. 3 or 4 songs that I picked for tomorrow night, they played tonight. But oh well, that's how it goes when you try to predict these guys. Then we got Joy, Boogie On. I mean, the start to Boogie On wasn't great. The end of it was just abrupt. Then we get into Sense and Subtle Sounds, and then you realize, no, Sense and Subtle Sounds was nice. That's welcome almost any time. And, you know, Joy. It's kind of sad when Joy was one of the best parts of the show. And it's like the playing wasn't really on point, you know. And then we get here, you know, Trey is just like, even he knew. Boys, we got to go to Chomper Town. Let's go. Let's pick up Wilson, we'll run over a possum, and then hit him with Cavern. Like, that is it. Like, I don't know what happened. Maybe he was like, ugh, this has kind of been a dud. Maybe the crowd was looking like they were experiencing a dud. While that jam was cool, and there were some jams over here, there wasn't really that big one, you know? Then a Life Beyond the Dream. After, you know, you leave Chomper City, Life Beyond the Dream. Don't give up hope. Do not give up hope. And I won't, of course. I'll probably just kick ass tomorrow night. That's fine. But, like I said at the beginning, it just didn't really feel like a Phish show. It's just like they were just throwing a bunch of songs out there. I mean, as you can see, anytime you get over 9 songs in a set, you know, if it's not like just flat, just boom, we are on it tonight, bam, just fucking fire, you can play 11 or 12 song set. But if it's just going to be kind of sloppy Joe City, yeah. Woo! All right, guys, boom. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm sure we got some good stuff in store for tomorrow. Still waiting on that poor heart, man. Come on. Thanks a lot, Goose. This is what happens.